This video is all about when are taxes owed after someone passes away. Hi, I'm Claire at the Yanowitz law firm, where we've been helping families when a loved one passes away for over 30 years. In this video today, we're going to talk a little bit about tax deadlines. First, we consider two different types of taxes: income tax and estate tax. With income tax, there are two different tax returns we have on our mind. First, any taxes owed while the person was alive. So just because you die, unfortunately, you don't get out of paying income tax. So you own income taxes from the first day of the year until the day that you pass away. You're considered alive. You're in total last day of life. And that return is due on regular schedule the 15th of April, the year following your death. Now, in a lot of states, there's kind of this no man's land time. The day after someone dies, where the property isn't owned by a living person but hasn't been transferred to the beneficiary yet. So this can happen in a probate, this can happen in a trust administration, and the income earned during that time has to be reported on a separate income tax return. It's called a 1041. And you can pick the regular calendar year end for that. So you can make it due on April 15th of the year following, or you can have a different timeline to file that return. So this is something that you should talk to your lawyer, your CPA, to figure out what is the most advantageous thing for you to do. It depends oftentimes when someone passes away in the year and what sort of assets are in the estate. So that's something to know. Now, if someone passes away so early in the year, you may not have to file an income tax return if not enough income is earned, or if everything is held jointly or passes via beneficiary designation, you might not need to do that second income tax return for the income earned after death, because automatically, the instant after they die, that income gets reported to that succeeding beneficiary owner or joint owner. So that's something to know about income tax returns. As far as estate tax returns go, if someone has to file one of those, meaning they have more than $3 million in Minnesota, you have to file a Minnesota estate tax return. So if you have to file one of those are due 9 months after someone passes away. You have to file the return at that point, but you can get an automatic 6-month extension on that. So you can have up to 15 months after someone passes away to file the estate tax return. Now, the extension on filing is not an extension on payment. It's a lot easier to get an extension on payment than on filing the return. And so it can be very hard to get an extension on payment. But I wanted to mention that generally you don't have to pay estate tax if the surviving spouse is alive, because there's an unlimited marital deduction. So oftentimes there is nothing owed at the first spouse's death. And if you give most of your assets or all of your assets to charity, then there wouldn't be a tax owed either, because you get a charitable deduction. So if less than $3 million goes to a non-spouse, non-charitable beneficiary, then you don't have to pay an estate tax. Thank you for listening in on this video about taxes and when they're due when someone passes away. If you want to learn more about the administration process, hit the subscribe button, because we're always coming out with new videos. You'll be alerted and you'll be the first to know when we release those videos. Thank you.